Hi and welcome to Filmi Talk. Today we have with us the dashing young actor Govind Padmasoorya. Let's begin with your upcoming movie Ettekal Second.
Yeah.
And of course the first question that I have to ask you is about the underwater sequence, where an entire song has been shot underwater, and the longest sequence that has been shot underwater in the history of Malayalam cinema. So tell us about that experience.
I think it's in the history of the world itself, because Hollywood doesn't have much of songs which is as long as 5.5 minutes. So probably this is one of the longest underwater song in the world. It was fun, it was exciting, it was challenging, and it was an interesting mix. It was risky as well.
Was it breathless?
The whole experience was breathless, I would say. More than that, I would say what was the major challenge was to stay relaxed underwater, because over there, once you go, you have many more challenges than you have the buoyancy issue, where as soon as you go under, you come up.
Yeah.
And here we were asked to even do a candlelight dinner kind of sequence, where we have to literally come, settle in a chair, do a ring exchange, and do all those things. And
how did you manage to stay in the chair?
Still stay relaxed, which was not easy. I mean, we found out our own techniques by and by. Like for example, in that restaurant scene, what we did was we locked each other with our legs.
Okay.
Or like in water, the strangest thing is that when you have a small support, you can balance your body. Like for example, if you can hold on to something with even your one finger, your whole body can be balanced with that. So these were lessons we started learning, on the job probably. But it was fun. Like we had a lot of challenges other than that. Like for example, to set up a restaurant, to put all the fruits and all the paraphernalia out there was the biggest challenge, because nothing stays. Everything goes up, including us. So we had to literally find out ways to do that, tie it down, and another thing was, like unlike how it is in the land, we cannot hear our director speak. So all the instructions were given there. So live instruction wasn't there. And the biggest thing was I couldn't see my partner. And she was like, I could see only blurred images. I have to imagine what she's expressing, and then I have to express back. And in such a situation, I have to literally take her hand, find out which is her ring finger, and exchange her ring exchange, which is like even more challenging. It is fun, I would say.
How many times did you have to do that before you got that right?
Like we counted up to 17, and then we left it. We lost count because it wasn't easy. I was putting that finger in all the fingers except the ring finger, because everything looked same, and it looked like she had 6-7 fingers in her hand, and I was just wondering which one to put. But then as we were doing something very interesting, very different, that kept us going. It was tiring, but we didn't realize that it was tiring until the whole shoot was over. Probably after 3 days of shoot, then we realized that how hectic it was, because
it took 3 days for this entire
we
song.
had something like probably 9 to 6, 9 to 7 kind of a call sheet. We come up at 9. After 6, it was very difficult. First of all, lighting is difficult. When the sun goes down, the whole water, the clarity of the water also gets lost. So 3 days it went on, but we couldn't utilize the 3 days completely, because we had a lot of time going for changing the water, clearing the water. We were like literally using mineral water. Even though we were not completely focusing on the clarity of the thing, and where our attention was literally on the emotion of the actors.
Where was the shot?
This was shot in Vismaya. It was shot in Trivandrum itself. We shot it in a pool. But we used special technicians. We used imported underwater kits and all those things. But as I said, as we were doing something very new, it was fun.
And do you swim? Were you scared of water, or you?
See, I knew swimming. For me, but then even underwater, with the kind of costumes I had, like I called my first costume the introduction costume. I would say I was looking like an underwater Superman or something with a shawl going on. It was difficult, when you have some shawls and all flying around. It is very difficult to swim underwater. And I don't know how on earth did Mia swim in that water, because she had her legs intact. She was using that mermaid costume, and the poor girl had learned swimming just for this underwater song. She had learned just a week before, and then I think she had a test of her time, and she did a marvelous job over there. Whether it's controlling the breath or whatever, I mean, she was very determined that she would outperform me somehow. So that was also there. It was difficult to swim, but Swimming was not the major criteria. The major criteria, to be very frank, was to stay underwater, relaxed, and emote what was asked for. Like we had obligations, we had emotional obligation every scene. In the initial one, we had the pain of searching the partner. Then we had this delight moment. Then we had this garden setup, and we had so many things. So we had to keep bringing in those emotions.
And with water in your eyes, it must have been very difficult.
I would say, when generally what we do is, especially in scenes where we have to show our sadness, one easy way we do it is
glycerin.
Forget glycerin. We make sure that the water is
okay.
We make it teary, but underwater we cannot make it teary. We have to bring it out through our muscles that we are sad. We are literally searching for the other person, and so those kinds of challenges also came up. And this song also had a very relevant point in the film. This was not just a song coming out of the blue. Our film is a love story where these two friends or intimate friends never get to share. I mean, never get to realize or communicate that they are in love to each other.
Okay,
so probably this song is one fantasy song where the audience also get to feel, or these people get to feel that they are in love. Okay. So that is a moment. So many things had to be communicated there also.